issue went viral, so we'll talk about it, but I want to address it from a generic point of view. I have read the comment section about this. I read the anonymous post. I don't know if it's actually the guy or not who quote unquote gave his side of the story. But generally speaking, I think if the ring is $299, but the guy actually says, I have a house and lot ready, that's a different story. But if, let's say the guy says it's $299, no house, no lot, almost nothing in the bank account, and I've got debts to address, I have loans, I have financial obligations elsewhere, I still have to pay for this and that, and I have to support this and that, and so I've got almost nothing, then I would actually agree with the girl that the guy is not ready. Okay? Now, people will say, oh, you know, what about love? Let me put it this way, guys. When people say love is a lot like a sentiment or an ideal or an emotion. Now, the Bible says faith without works is dead. What is faith? Faith is not just trust, it's not just belief, it's not just a supernatural thing, but faith in its most generic definition is essentially an ideal, a value system, a way of living and a way of life. That's faith. Now, faith without works is dead. So when you say you love someone, you love a girl, you're supposed to be able to back that up with what? With substance, right? And what is that substance? It's when you say you love someone, it means you're ready to provide for her, that you've got a value system in place that values her, that wants to provide for her, take care of her, make sure she lives a life that is, you know, decent, that's, you know, I'm not saying luxurious, but you can afford certain things, right? Not just comforts, but I guess basic needs even. So love is just a sentiment or an ideal or an emotion, and all you have is emotionalism if you cannot back it up with preparation, readiness, financial stability, and all of that. Okay? So, if faith without works is dead, love without works is also dead. Now, when it comes to the ring issue, we go back to that, right? So I talked about if you have a house and lot already, that's fine. If both of you have almost nothing in the bank, but you're both gainfully employed, you don't have any crazy financial obligations elsewhere, you're both or neither of you are in debt, crazy debt, and you've talked about it and you are ready with a financial plan, you both are ready to execute that plan to be financially stable as a couple when you get married. You've talked about this sincerely, and you're not just, you know, lying to each other, but you're sincere in saying, I don't care about the price of the ring, I just want to get married and we're ready to go through life this way. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. But guys, if you're the dude and you're expecting her to just say yes because you quote unquote love her, what does that love compel you to do for her? Have you prepared for her financially? If you have not, then how can you really say you love the girl? Right now, I am very much against the crazy entitlement that modern feminism pushes on women. But I am also just as against the crazy expectations men have towards women today, wherein men say, as long as I love her, then she should say yes. And if she says no, then she doesn't deserve me. You know, the wedding ring or the engagement ring is supposed to symbolize your financial readiness. Before, there were not rings. The engagement rings did not exist before. You know what existed before? Dowries. And dowries were rings, bracelets, gold jewelries, you know, cows, sheep, lamb, oxen, a host of animals to show that you've got assets, okay? So engagement rings now simply replace the symbolism of the dowry, which means I am ready to financially support your daughter, or, you know, the girl, and the dowry is supposed to be given to the father of the girl, right? So I just have to say, talk about it, yes, but really, financial preparation is key. So many couples fight because of financial issues, and if you say, bahal na saging basta labing, you know, the truth is, if you say you don't care if you eat bananas every day as long as you love each other, guys, dudes, you're not monkeys, right? And eventually, that's not going to make you happy, because you're going to be insecure, anxious, you're going to feel scared about your financial future. And when you say, oh, you know, we have faith in the Lord, Again, guys, faith without works is dead. Okay, so please be careful when it comes to your relationships. Talk about your finances, talk about your future plans, and make sure you're honest with each other and discuss your financial expectations with one another and with each other. Lastly, one of the reasons why this is so important is because once the girl gets pregnant, and if she says, I am pregnant, and what if she's got postpartum sickness, postpartum or post-labor stuff, I don't know what they're called, but the medical stuff when a woman gives birth and she cannot work for quite some time. The guy has to be able to say, it's okay if you cannot work right away, I got this because I'm financially stable and I can support the family. That's the whole point of it, okay? So, if nothing in the bank, not ready at all, they get married, woman gets pregnant, woman gives birth, what are you going to do as a guy, right? You can't just say, sige lang, I'll make things work. How? There's this financial preparation that actually proves that you value and love the girl. I hope that's, helpful. That's just my 2 cents worth. God bless you guys.